Hello there, how are you doing today? I'm going to tell you about what happens to your body if you eat chia seeds every single day. And I will answer a question that many people ask me, whether you need to hydrate chia or if you can eat it directly, raw, as it comes out of the package. Stay with me until the end because you won't want to miss it. First of all, if you are new, welcome, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. I have new videos every day, you won't want to miss them. If you know someone who wants to know more about chia, wants to know what happens when you eat chia every day, share this video. Let's expand this chain of good together. That's what I want most here with the channel. I love chia, and whenever possible I include chia in my channel's recipes because chia brings many benefits to us. Chia has amazing nutritional properties. It is truly a super seed. Adding chia to a meal is wonderful. But now I'm going to tell you what happens if you consume chia daily. Let's start with the first benefit. The first super benefit of chia is that chia is a great source of omega-3 precursors. So if you are vegan or if you are not vegetarian or vegan but you want to ensure that every day you get a bit of omega-3 intake, chia is an excellent option for you. Of course, the omega-3 from chia is different from the omega-3 from salmon, because in the case of salmon, tuna, and these fatty deep water fish, the omega-3 is already in a bioavailable active form, ready to be used. In the case of chia, flaxseed, and other seeds, it needs to be converted. So in the end, the amount of omega-3 you will get is slightly less proportionally than you would get from fish. However, it is still a great source of omega-3 and worth adding to your diet every day. Consuming chia regularly on a daily basis significantly aids in weight loss and also effectively helps control diabetes and your blood sugar levels, thereby promoting overall health. It is beneficial for these two goals because it contains a large amount of fiber, good anti-inflammatory fats, and it is also very rich in protein. So when we add chia to a meal, we get these important nutrients, and they will also lower the glycemic index of the meal, meaning they slow down the absorption rate of carbohydrates. Thus, you will avoid insulin spikes, achieve better diabetes control, and experience greater satiety due to all the fibers, fats, and good proteins that chia contains. It truly is a superfood. Since chia is easy to add to various types of meals, it can provide these benefits at different times of the day without altering the taste of the preparation. Besides these macronutrients, chia is very rich in active compounds. Chia is naturally a great source of antioxidants as well, and consuming it daily will also add to your checklist of antioxidants you are consuming in your daily routine. Chia also greatly aids in calcium intake. It's incredible that it has more calcium per gram than dairy products. So it's a great option, especially if you are lactose intolerant, if you are vegan, if you don't want to consume milk for some other reason and are looking for different sources of calcium. Remember that chia is a great addition to your diet. Besides calcium, it also contains phosphorus and magnesium, which are micronutrients that help in the proper functioning of calcium homeostasis, ensuring it is absorbed, fixed, and makes the bones stronger. But calcium is not only important for healthy bones and teeth. The role of calcium is also quite interesting in the proper regulation of blood pressure, and thus chia can also help you in this regard. Eating chia every day is very good for the heart and the cardiovascular system. I just mentioned blood pressure, and studies have already proven that statistically it helps significantly reduce blood pressure. So if you are hypertensive, it's a good option for you. But in addition, chia also helps to lower total cholesterol, total triglycerides, and increase HDL, which is the good cholesterol. So consuming it daily will bring many benefits to your cardiovascular system. Chia is also naturally a powerful anti-inflammatory. Many people don't know this. It helps to combat inflammation in our body. And when I talk about inflammation, I'm not just referring to someone who has knee pain, hip pain. There are people who are systemically inflamed, especially those who smoke, those who have some type of chronic disease, and those who are overweight. These people are naturally more inflamed, and chia helps to combat this inflammation. How should chia be used? You always ask me if it's necessary to hydrate chia before consuming it. No, that's not necessary. You can use it crunchy on top of yogurt, a fruit salad, a savory dish, or if you want to mix it into bread or a cake. I have many recipes with chia here. I'll leave a playlist with various recipes in the description below for you. And in many of them, I include chia because I really love chia. But always remember that you don't necessarily need to hydrate chia. That's a myth that has emerged. If you hydrate chia, it has the ability to absorb a lot of its weight, a large amount of its weight in water. So the chia will gellify, forming something like a viscous gel. This is interesting in some cases because it can give you a greater feeling of satiety. So if you want to lose weight, putting a tablespoon of chia with half a glass of water, waiting for it to gellify, and taking it before lunch or dinner can make you feel less hungry at that moment. So this can help you indirectly to lose weight, but it is not necessary for you to hydrate the chia. What you must not do is take a spoonful of chia and put it in your mouth because you could choke. As I mentioned, since it absorbs water, it can absorb saliva, the liquids in your mouth, and there has been a case of someone who died from choking. But the person took a tablespoon and put it in their mouth without adding any water or anything. So you don't necessarily need to soak it to hydrate, but you also shouldn't consume it dry without any other liquid because it doesn't make much sense. If you want to sprinkle some chia seeds on chopped papaya, apple, pear, or banana, there's no problem. It won't make you choke, as long as it's not an absurd amount of chia either. That's a very important detail. Chia is super versatile, it's good for both sweet and savory dishes. It doesn't alter the flavor, unlike flaxseed. Because flaxseed sometimes has a slightly bitter aftertaste, chia does not. So it is very interesting. And always remember that if you are going to use chia flour, it's best to grind it right before consuming so you don't lose those antioxidants I mentioned, which are super interesting, and to prevent the good fat, a precursor of omega-3, from oxidizing. And now tell me down here if you also love chia like I do, and if you have the habit of consuming it daily. How do you usually consume it? I would love to read your comment. Share this video with someone you know will appreciate this information. Let's together, you and I, expand this chain of goodness, which is what I want here with the channel. Speaking of helping each other, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and like the video. This helps me a lot. I have new videos every day about nutrition and health. You won't want to miss them. So I hope to see you around here. Until next time, bye.